Churns.
Okay, Miss Lisa.
Oh,
Ready?
yep. Let's go ahead and good afternoon, everybody. We're gonna remember to turn this first thing this time because I think we have been forgetting to do that on a regular
Sometimes
basis.
we forget. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but Ken, good thing Ken was here today.
Yeah. Ken's keeping us on task.
He
I'm a Boy
is.
Scout.
Yes, yes. Did you all have a good Easter weekend?
Very good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Anybody do anything special this weekend between the two of you?
No, just hung out with the immediate family that's in
Yeah,
our household.
That's about all you can do, right?
I went to 3 different church services.
Did you?
Yeah. You
All
can
from your couch?
You can go to as many as you want to now.
We went to 2, so
It's kind of nice. You know, you could even fall asleep during one of those and not.
Well, that's true. They never know.
Nobody's going to bother you that way, right? So we did something interesting as a family. My side of the family, not my wife's, my niece got us into a Zoom meeting, and so we all went into a Zoom meeting, and we were on my wife's computer, and there's a camera on the computer so that so that there was a projection of us on the screen, just like it was for all of my other family members. And so we had 6 of us that were on the screen, and we spent about an hour and 20 minutes just talking and having a good time, and it was great.
That's pretty cool.
We decided that we liked it so much that not only are we going to keep doing it, we felt like even after this is over, since we're separated by so many states, we thought it might be a nice thing to be able to continue to do.
That's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really good. It was a nice Easter because of that.
I think Cindy's going to show us on Thursday how to set up a Zoom meeting.
Right?
So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
So very good.
It could work for Thanksgiving too.
It could.
Just
could.
Little laptop on top of the table and just munch away.
Yeah,
talk to each other. Nobody has to travel.
A little hard to pass the food to each other though, right?
So virtual.
Lisa, this is like the second time we've had the show where we've had this picture behind me. We didn't really explain anything last time. Should we be explaining something about the picture?
I think we should. So I think you all can, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe Brian could zoom in on the pig picture for us. So let's give him a second here. I think everybody is pretty familiar with this picture. It caused a lot of controversy when it first came about.
Yeah.
In the water's edge. Oh.
Okay, Ken,
do you want to help Tom just lift it up a hair?
Okay.
So, the pig has been feeling lonely in the water's edge ever since we've had to close.
Yes.
And he's missing his people.
Yes.
Just like we all are missing all of you.
Yes.
And so we just wanted to bring him in today and for him to see you all and you see him and just know he's still here. He's not going anywhere.
And remember, Lisa, this was the picture that we had commissioned from Bob Ross.
We did.
Yeah, for those of you that were around for the 15th anniversary,
right?
Which is actually a good lead-in to tomorrow because the Gong Show tomorrow.
Yes.
Will be
going to broadcast that.
You might see something that would resemble this.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow,
so that was good timing. So hopefully he feels better now that he's gotten to be seen by everybody, and he's still here and waiting for you all to come back someday to the restaurant.
Yes.
So
someday soon, we hope. Someday soon.
Yep.
He told me he'd be willing to give an arm and a leg for that to happen.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Easter Monday.
Especially since most of us had ham yesterday.
I know, that's true.
So.
I think we all did.
So, Lisa, how about a trivia question for today?
We have a new person that has submitted a trivia question.
New person? Is it actually a new person or a new?
Well, no, it's a new submitter.
A new submitter.
A new submitter.
Okay, all right.
So Scott Lottie submitted this question. And now you all know if nobody guesses this, he gets the prize. So I think he's hoping for that today because this one I thought was a hard one. What song by the Animals released in 1965 is appropriate at this time? What song by the Animals released in 1965 is appropriate at this time?
Yes.
So I had no idea.
So what's the winner going to get? Before you announce the phone number, what's the winner going to get this
Okay.
Day?
The winner is going to get a $25 gift card.
Oh.
So this is worth winning. You can use it online, of course.
Yes, of course.
So if you know the answer to this, because Michelle is ready, 336-389-4103. 336-389-4103. She's still in the studio audience and has not gotten a call yet. So
A song by the Animals.
animals.
The Animals.
Yes, and it's appropriate for this time.
And these weren't real animals. This was a group named the Animals.
It was a group.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I listened to the vegetables when I was growing up.
That was VeggieTales. That's a
Oh.
different thing.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. So, okay. Well, while we're waiting for a winner, and she's walking out of the
She is.
room
This
right
could
now.
be it.
Let me get everybody quickly updated on the numbers from the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. So, as of today, we have 63,388 tests, completed tests that have been done. That's an increase of about 5,700 since Friday. We've also are now at 4,816 confirmed cases of COVID-19. That's an increase of about 900 cases since Friday. Unfortunately, we've had an increase of about 14 deaths since Friday. We're at 86 now. And 92 of our 100 counties now have at least one case in the county. This was a good statistic, though. The currently hospitalized, last Friday we had 423 that were hospitalized because of the COVID-19 virus. We are at 313 today. So I take that as hopefully as a good sign. Unfortunately, we know that some of that means people are passing away, but that also means that a lot of people are also getting better and coming out of the hospital, which is really great to hear. So just some numbers. Mecklenburg is, which is where Charlotte is, has the biggest number of cases. They're just about at 1,000. It's 970 as of today. That's a plus 64 from last Friday. Wake County is next with 476 cases. That's 85 more than what they were on Friday. Durham is at 287. Orange County has is increased by 47 since Friday. And Orange County, we know, had, fortunately, it's 2 nursing homes now in Orange County that has an outbreak in their nursing homes. Forsyth County went from 111 to 117, so it's plus 6 since Friday. And Guilford went from 127 on Friday to 138 today, so that's plus 11. So, just a couple last-minute things on that. I really think that, we're starting to see that, and we're hearing from some of our officials, government officials, that the flattening of the curve seems to be working, and I think that that's really great. So, I'm really proud of our River Landing folks here. I think we're doing our best to try and help with that and keep that curve flattening out. I did a little research this weekend. I was looking at some of the models that are out there as far as when different states are supposed to hit their peaks. And one of the main ones that they're using as a model is showing that North Carolina is supposed to peak this week. So that would be great if we peaked this week and started coming back the other way. I mean, I'm not holding my breath, and nobody has a crystal ball here, but I'm hoping that that's going to be the case, that we will peak this week and start moving the other way. Unfortunately, one of the things that kind of grabbed at me at this today when I was looking at it was that there are 29 nursing homes in the state that have now cases in them. The good thing is that none of those nursing homes are here in Guilford County at this point. So we're going to hope and pray that that's a good thing, that we can keep them out of Guilford County and keep it out of Guilford County. But, we're starting to see some positive, I think, across the country. I think, it looks like New York is starting to see that they're coming down from their peak. At least we all hope and pray. And New York has been hit really bad with it. Yep. So I think we're all very hopeful and praying a lot for those, for the people in New York, and really the people across the country for that matter. But New York just has had the lion's share of it at this point. So
I've really been trying to flatten my curve right here a little bit.
How's that working out?
Well, yeah, I just haven't been exercising as much as I usually have, so I'm working on it.
So now, if you had actually jogged to the churches that you went to yesterday,
that would have helped.
That would have helped you a lot.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Lisa, I think we got some updates, right?
Yes,
that we want to talk about?
Okay, let's go from yesterday, Easter lunch.
Easter lunch, yeah. We got a lot of positives from Easter lunch yesterday.
We did. People loved the shrimp cocktail and the blintzes and the beef tenderloin, of course. That was a high-marked item. We, as you can imagine, we had high volume yesterday.
Yeah, extremely high.
Because typically we have a lot of you that go out to families for an Easter dinner, or some come here. So we had a high volume because the entire campus obviously had Easter dinner here yesterday.
Yeah. Especially, and with the special meal being at lunch.
Right.
So there was a, we know we had a little bit of a longer line,
Right.
but the clubhouse
We did.
especially
We
trying
did.
to get through. So
Yep.
apologize for that, but
Right.
I think our team up there has done a really good job trying to minimize that. Yesterday, I think we just got hit with a lot of people that were trying to order.
We did.
So we're still working on it. We're still
Yep.
tweaking that
Absolutely.
process, but a lot of really good positive comments about the food.
So I was in that long line at the bistro
were you?
yesterday. Yeah, it
Okay.
was wrapped all the way around to the creamery, but it actually didn't take that long to get all the way through the queue. And here's the good news: by the time I got to my food, I was hungrier.
And you got exercise before getting it.
Well, yeah, that too.
Okay.
There you go.
Too.
There you go. So, Lisa, we're also excited, I think, because today was our first day
Yes,
for our
this is
clean
day
team,
one. Yes,
out
very
there
excited.
doing housekeeping.
Yep.
And so I think I just got a note here. It looks like about 180 homes have signed up
Yes.
for the service. So
Which I think is great. So
That's
over half have signed up
fantastic.
for the service, and if you've not received your call yet, housekeeping is working on that. So we made sure everybody was called for today, but as we're putting the schedules together, be looking for your call this week, that we're working everybody in.
Yeah.
So very
and
excited.
We're excited about that. I think that's going to work out really
Absolutely.
well. But help us keep the clean team clean.
Yes.
If you're sick,
Right.
please do not ask for service. We are really doing our best to try and keep these folks as healthy as possible, and which is part of the reason why we're asking you not even to be at home when they come in and clean your
Right.
home.
Right.
So that we can keep them clean and keep them rocking and rolling through the homes here
Yep.
on a regular basis.
Yeah, even if you think you have a simple cold or something like that, go ahead and just cancel the service for this week, and we'll catch you on the next round.
Yeah.
Anything we can do to try to keep this group up and going for the whole
Yes.
is important to us.
Yeah, and for those of you that either are not real keen about having somebody come in your home, we
Sure.
get that. We appreciate that, understand that.
Absolutely.
For those of you that are wanting to clean your own, just to be able to help out so that people maybe that need it more than you do, thank you for doing that. We really appreciate your willingness to kind of give up your spots maybe for others to be able to have that.
Absolutely.
So I think that's really indicative of our community. Just
It is.
we have a lot of people that just are givers, and that they're very caring people. So
Right.
it's pretty cool. So masks. So we have masks available at the front desk for folks who are living inside the building. And today,
Yep,
this
we have
evening, we're
another
gonna
supply of masks. So tonight, when you come up for the dinner meal up at the clubhouse, we'll have masks available for you if you don't already have your mask.
Yeah.
So we're asking you to wear that when you're coming up for meals, or anytime that you're in a common space up here. Maybe you're coming to the bank, or for some reason you had to come to the front desk or the clinic. Please wear your mask.
Yeah, so the great news is not only do we have residents making masks for us, Homer was able to get us a small supply of masks today, and so we're going to use that supply for our outside residents
Right.
this evening. So that's how we're going to use those masks today. So that'll be great. All right, what is the next one, Lisa?
Okay, the next one.
House drop-off.
Just in case you didn't know this, if you live outside, we have a drop-off box up in the clubhouse. So if you have mail for inside friends, maybe you have an apartment resident that you're friends with and you want to send them a card, if you give it to the person that's giving you your meal, or the people out there helping distribute the in-house mail, if you want to give them that card or that note, we have a drop-off box in the clubhouse, and we get that delivered to folks daily. Also, it's that time of the month where it's payment time. So if you have your monthly payment to give here at River Landing, you can also give it to those folks, and there's a drop-off box for that as well. And then Michelle picks those up on a regular basis. So either
Yeah.
way, that's just to help you not have to come into the main building.
We're trying our best to keep
Yep,
you
anything like
separated.
that, just make it as convenient as we can for you.
Right. We got some great news about delivery hours, right?
Yes. As of today, we've expanded our delivery hours. So if you have friends or family that have been bringing things out to you, in the past year, it was Monday through Sunday, was 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Well, we have just expanded that as of today from now 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's a huge increase in time. We slowly knew we wanted to keep enhancing that program, and we were finally at a point where we could do that. So I know being able to open up more hours, we've had folks say, I'd love to order from my favorite restaurant. We had a resident this weekend that said it was really neat to be able to do that. I think, was it Giano's? Giano's they ordered from.
And they delivered here, did
they?
They
They delivered here, and then our team delivered it to the home.
Yep.
So it'll work the same if you call your favorite restaurant. Most of them have some type of delivery service that they're doing, or they use Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, any of those. So they're going to send somebody out here with your food. They'll take it to the clubhouse. They'll go through our protocols of coming into our community. We'll direct them to the clubhouse. And now you can do that up until 8 o'clock, 7 days a week. So that way it gives you options for dinner items too.
Yeah.
So just great to be able to expand that service.
Yeah, we've been wanting to be able to do that.
We have.
We knew that it was kind of limited at lunch, and so now we have that capability for doing
Yep.
at dinner too. So. And then we got something else kind of cool, a virtual
Yes.
gift shop, right?
This is exciting. So I guess more information is coming out this week, but there is going to be a virtual gift shop on CareMerge. So what they're going to have to offer is, from our gift shop, we have greeting cards, candy, there'll be a fashion outfit of the week, and somehow they're going to advertise that on CareMerge, and you're going to be able to order items from this virtual gift shop, and it's actually coming from our gift shop here. So it's pretty exciting. I think Cindy's going to talk a little more about it on Thursday, and there'll be a flyer going out in your boxes, so you also get more information on it that way, as well as CareMerge.
You probably didn't know it, but I have a fashion outfit of the week that I'd wear.
Do you?
Yeah, I happen to be wearing it today. Yeah. So keep up, folks.
I hope it gets better than this.
Fortunately, he did not buy this in the gift shop, so that's
He did
that's
not.
A good sign.
That's true. I did not.
Oh. Well, since it's all ladies and clothes in there, we're probably glad you didn't buy it from the gift shop,
I
right?
don't know. You know, we don't know all of his, other,
family tree.
His other family.
That's true. That's
folks
true.
That he has. So
Oh.
we'll have to wait to see about that.
Yeah.
So. And then, speaking of your family, are we going to have another member of your family coming for the reverse raffle?
Yes, my Uncle Freddie Bob is going to be here.
Freddie Bob.
Oh,
okay.
Freddie Bob.
Uncle Freddie Bob's going to be here for the reverse raffle. I can't wait.
Okay.
So,
He's a little old. He's a little hard of hearing.
what?
Yeah. But I think he'll do fine.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Uncle
Okay.
Freddie Bob.
Uncle Freddie Bob.
So Uncle Freddie Bob. So $13.90 on May 5th. The reverse raffle, and
And we just started selling tickets, and we're
Yeah.
over 100 tickets sold out already.
that's awesome.
So, and there's only 300 to be sold, so you want to get them this week because they're selling quick.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
great.
order them on CareMerge, or you can email Michelle, or you can call our front desk. There's multiple ways. However you want to do that.
If you want a ticket,
So,
we'll sell you a ticket. That's for
Absolutely.
sure.
And it all benefits our meal packaging events.
That's correct, which we're going to be doing in September.
Right,
So
right.
be good to have the funds for that. So thank you for helping us out with that. Okay, I think that's all the updates, Lisa.
Yes.
So do we have any questions?
Okay, we have 2 questions today. When will you be selling the toilet paper, paper towels, and Kleenex? This is a hot topic, Tom.
Hot topic, yes.
So we mentioned last Friday that this coming week, which would be this week now, we're going to work out a system to be able to offer these items. So be watching CareMerge in your in-house box. It will be one day this week. We don't have it set up yet, but we'll have it set up where you can get it. Outside residents will be able to get it with their clubhouse orders, your meal orders, and you'll be able to use your dining dollars for that. And inside folks will set it up where you can come and pick it up at the main desk and also be able to use your dining dollars for that.
Yeah.
So we're setting up the process for it. So be looking for it one day this week, but we'll announce it when it's ready.
Right. And Lisa, I think we had talked about this on Friday, that this is commercial paper. This is
It is. It's not
commercial
Charmin.
paper.
It's not
commercial
Bounty.
paper towels. Yeah. So
Right.
if you're expecting the softness of a Charmin, it's not.
It's
gonna
not
be
that.
exactly the Charmin that you're used to. But
But it
something is better than
it
nothing.
works.
And for those of you that may be having difficulty getting these items, we want to be able to offer them to you.
Right.
As someone who's tried nothing, I can verify that.
see, something is better than nothing.
Well, we found that out with the corn cobs
Yes.
and sticks and
Yeah.
That brings back
stones
some
and-
bad memories.
Yes, it does. We probably
You know that commercial
Okay.
toilet paper, if you put it in your freezer, it'll last forever.
really.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
not many people know that.
that's pretty cool humor. though.
Okay.
Sorry, what do you expect off the cuff here, right? So
Oh, yeah. We definitely don't rehearse this. So I think they figured that out on day one.
I'm sure
but,
they figured that out by now. So
Oh.
that's all right. We haven't been told we've been canceled yet, so
No,
I guess
not
we're
yet.
still doing okay at this point. So
Okay, our last question. I need to get my vehicle inspected. What is the process for this? And will I be allowed to come back into the community if I do it?
right.
So we have called around to several of the vehicle inspection places. And all the ones I've talked to, they say that when you come up for your inspection, they're going to ask you to step out of your car. They're going to have you stand outside while they do the inspection. They have to do some test actually inside your vehicle is why you have to just step out of your car. But you will not be in a waiting room area. You're not going to be in groups of people.
Right.
So what you want to do is you probably have a place that you've always had your vehicle inspected. Call them and ask them what their protocol is to verify that. But as long as you're not sitting in a waiting room, you're not in a group of people, it's about the safest you can probably do at this point. We know you all have to get it inspected if it's the month that you have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were all hoping that the state would,
Right.
kind of cancel that or figure out another way around
But
it.
they haven't.
So
No.
obviously we still need to do that then. And they
Right.
should be wearing their, now that you're getting masks, take your mask with you, and while you're standing
Absolutely.
outside,
That's
you're
right.
wearing your mask, and that'll provide you some protection then
Absolutely.
while you're doing this. So
Yep.
that is our suggestion to you at this
Right.
point. So okay. I think
Okay.
we're down to Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're down
It's
to
your
me.
turn,
Oh,
Ken.
very good, very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so a devotional for today, a parable, a story in the Gospel of Luke about a fig tree that was not bearing fruit. And the master wanted to cut it down because it's just taking up space, it's taking up soil, right? So cut it down. Let's get a tree that bears fruit. And the gardener says, wait, let me dig around it this year and put some manure down. And then let's wait till next year and see if it bears fruit. And so I'd like to talk a little bit about manure times.
Are we back to toilet paper again?
No, we're not. No toilet paper. This is manure. This is like outside
Okay,
stuff. Yeah,
okay.
this is like outside stuff. So the parable is about a tree that needs to produce fruit and it's not producing fruit. And the gardener doesn't say we need more fresh water for it, or we need some lovely sunshine,
Right.
or we need a nice trim, right? But we need manure. But none of us, when it comes to our own fruitfulness, want the manure. Yeah, we want the sunshine and the cool water and the trim.
Sure.
Yeah. So there's something actually universal that Jesus is teaching us. And if you think about your own life, you'll know that this is true. If you think to the times when you have grown more fruitful in your life, it has not been the times when everything was going great.
Right.
It has been through and past the tough times. In fact, it's almost always in the rearview mirror, right?
Right.
Yeah. So when we find ourselves at times when the manure hits the fan, so to speak,
Yes.
there is a purpose in this manure to make our life more fruitful. Now, I know lots of people come to River Landing because it's a place to enjoy life. And that is absolutely true.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
That's what our hope is, right?
But here's the thing. Unless you continue to grow as a human being, more fruitful in your life, your capacity to experience joy diminishes. And so the manure times, the times we're going through now, are ways that we increase our capacity for a joy that will come in the future. And it frankly takes manure for almost all of us to experience some kind of growth in our life. So don't let this moment be wasted.
Yeah.
Don't let it be wasted. This is an opportunity when things stink. It's an opportunity to grow in some way. to read the book that you should have always read but you never did, to maybe even take up an activity that you thought about doing but were afraid to do. And these are opportunities for reflection and for soul searching, so that they're not wasted. So that next year, your life's going to be more fruitful because of this manure experience now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Absolutely.
I really do believe that.
Absolutely.
I think, and I don't want to interrupt you if you're in the middle of it,
Nope.
but I just thought about that. I think as we've had things taken away from us during this time, we've had to look for alternatives to kind of fill those voids, right? And so I think a lot of us have done a good job of that. I think it's still tough to do that, but a lot of us have done a good job of that. But I keep thinking that, when we are able to go back, and as residents that are here, when they can start swimming in the pool again, when they can start eating in the dining rooms again, when they can start doing the things, even just playing bridge and playing cards together.
Absolutely.
Just think about how
it's going to be
great that's going to feel.
Yep.
Right.
Because we've had that taken away from us right now. But we know that's going to come back to us at some point here.
Yep.
And so I think there'll just be more of a thankfulness from all of us for the things that we took for granted before, that we haven't had the chance to be able to do it.
Right.
Just being able to get up and take my car somewhere and go, walk around a park, or, do things that even now I was walking at the park this past weekend, and, you're trying to make sure you social distance yourself, and you got masks on, and it's just, it's I still try and say hi to everybody as I'm going by, but there's like this, almost like this coldness to everybody, is there? Because I think everybody's afraid to say something, and I don't know, being a social person, I've been missing that interaction. I'm sure a lot of residents who are like that are missing that interaction with each other, and so I really think that we're going to appreciate each other more.
Absolutely.
We're going to be wanting to do more things for each other, and so I'm excited about that part of it. I know that's we're not quite there yet, but I can't wait to get there.
And during these times, we're learning other ways to manage things.
We absolutely are.
So think how creative our country has gotten, and our community has gotten, of how we can make things available to people. So it does spur that creativity too.
It does. And that will bear fruit that we don't even know right now.
Absolutely.
Amen.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, Lisa, let's see. We have birthdays for today.
Yes.
Do we have any birthdays
We
today?
do. We have one birthday today, Larry Friedrich. So happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday. Larry.
Yeah.
Peace out, Larry.
Oh,
And do we have a winner?
we do.
We have a winner.
do. So Scott, I'm sorry you didn't get the gift card, but thank you for the question. What song by the Animals, released in 1965, is appropriate at this time? And the answer was,
Come on, Ken, we can sing it.
you ready? Can you sing it?
Do you know it?
We gotta get out of this place if it's the last thing we ever do.
Look at that. You got more than you bargained for today. Two singers here. So if you didn't hear what they were saying, the answer was, we gotta get out of this place. So,
But don't.
Yeah, please.
I know you feel
right.
it, but don't.
If you feel
just
that
the
way,
feeling.
just get out of your home.
That's
Don't
right.
leave the
That's
community.
right.
Right.
oh, I think Scott's feeling a little cooped up, so that's where it came from.
So who won?
So the winner is Gay Brown.
Yay, all right.
Yes, so congratulations, Gay.
I knew she was an animal type.
See?
Right, Gay?
Oh, so we'll make sure to get you that gift card today.
Okay, so do we want to, because Ken's going to do a joke for us, but do we want to kind of put a plug in for the next few days first before we do that?
That'd be super. So tomorrow you'll want to tune in at 3 o'clock for the Gong Show.
Yes.
And that's a show that we did during our 15th anniversary. So you want to make sure you catch that because that kind of leads into our special guests on Wednesday. And we know how last week went with our special guests, and you for sure don't want to miss these special guests either.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty cool on Wednesday.
The Gong Show was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
For the
Yes.
15th anniversary.
Yep.
That was quite a little week because we had the
It was a
dating
great
game on
week.
Monday. We had To Tell the Truth on Wednesday.
Yep.
And the Gong Show was, I think it was Thursday, right?
Was it Thursday?
I think we were going to try and do it Friday, but we had to move it to Thursday.
That
I don't
could
remember.
be.
Something
Yep.
happened with that.
Yep.
So, but
But
yeah,
that was
quite a
great.
week.
And then there'll be a presentation on FaceTime, Zoom, Skype programs, and that'll be done by, I think, Brian and Cindy. And then Friday, we'll end the week with a construction update.
Yeah.
So if you have questions for the construction update meeting, if you want to go ahead and send those to us, that would be super.
Yep.
We'll go through your questions on Friday related to construction update.
Yeah, and for those of you that have been to one of Bloom's updates before, it's going to be very similar to what they've done in the past. Mark Ford and Ricky Touchstone are both going to be here, and they're going to just take us through the different areas and show pictures and talk about how we're doing with construction. But it's a great time to be able to ask questions up front, if you can think of them, just things that are kind of what you would be interested to know, and we can provide those questions to them and read them to them at the at the actual event on Friday. So it'll be good.
Be good.
Yeah. All right, Ken, we're turning it back to you.
So
buddy.
this is Easter Monday.
Yes.
And on Easter Monday in the Orthodox tradition, even though they celebrate Easter next Sunday, Easter Monday in the Orthodox tradition, the priests get together and tell jokes on Monday. And they do this because in their theological understanding, Jesus turned the tables on death and played the joke on death on Easter, see? So they tell jokes. And I think that's a great tradition we should have around here on Easter Monday. So with that being said, here are a few, but religious jokes, you understand.
Yes, of course.
So on their way to get married, this Anglican couple is in a fatal car crash, and so they end up at the pearly gates. And they say to St. Peter, look, we were about to get married. I mean, is there any way we can get married up here? And St. Peter said, well, I don't know. Nobody's ever asked me that before. Let me go find out. And so he's gone for hours, and then he's gone for days, and he's gone for weeks. And 3 months later, he comes back and says, well, yes, as a matter of fact, I got the answer. You can get married up here. And the couple said, well, you know, while you were gone, we were thinking, you know, what if this marriage doesn't work out? Would we be able to get a divorce up here too? And St. Peter threw his clipboard down and said, it took me 3 months to find a priest. Do you know how long it will take me to find a lawyer up here?
Oh my gosh.
I apologize to all the lawyers that are out in our community.
Okay, so here's another one. A church bell ringer died, and so the church put out an ad for a new bell ringer.
Of course.
And a gentleman applied the next week, and he had no arms. And they said, well, you can't do this job with no arms. I mean, we'd love to hire a disabled person, but you just can't do it. He goes, yes, I can. Just take me up to the bell tower. I'll show you. So they take him up to the bell tower, and this guy rings the bell by headbutting the bell. Bing! You know, like that. And I mean, it makes a beautiful tone, and they say, you're hired. I mean, this is great. This is great. So the first Sunday, everything worked out great. The second Sunday, he tripped on something and fell out of the bell tower and plunged 40 feet to his death. And two priests went by and said, do you recognize that guy? He says, no, I don't know, but his face rings a bell.
Oh my gosh.
I knew that was coming.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Okay, how many more of these, Ken?
Well, we just have a couple more. Let's see. Okay, a mother superior tells two nuns they have to paint their new room. They're brand new nuns. They have brand new habits, everything. You got to paint your room, and don't you dare get a drop of paint on those new clothes of yours. And so the mother superior leaves, and they think, well, this is going to be really hard to do. Why don't we just lock the door? We can take our clothes off and then paint.
Oh, sure.
So they lock the door, they take their clothes off, and they're painting away, and there's a knock on the door. And they say, who is it? The guy outside says, blind man. And they said, well, I guess if he's blind, it's okay if we open the door.
No.
So they open the door, and the guy's standing there. He goes, oh, nice bodies. Where do you want me to put these blinds? Okay.
All right.
One more.
We're having people, the two people that are in the room are walking out of the room.
Yes.
So.
Okay. I knew. I didn't say they were good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, a new priest is doing his first sermon, and he's really, really nervous.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't do a really good job, and so he talks to the Monsignor after and says, how did I do? And the Monsignor says, well, I could tell you were really nervous. You know, next time what you might want to do is just drink a little communion wine before the sermon. You'll relax you a little bit.
That's a good idea.
And the guy thought, hey, that is a great idea, only he thought more would be better than a little.
Yeah.
And so he drank a little bit too much, and he was actually kind of fired up during that sermon. I mean, he was really enthusiastic. And after he comes down and the Monsignor meets him and they go back and he says, well, how did I do this time? He goes, well, I have to say in lots of ways it was a big improvement, but a couple of minor points here. I said, first of all, we pray to the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, not Big Daddy, Junior, and the Spook. Second of all, David slew Goliath. He didn't stomp the hell out of him. And then third, we have a taffy pulling contest at St. Peter's this week, not a Peter pulling contest at St. Taffy's.
Oh my gosh. We might get kicked off, Tom.
I didn't see that one coming.
Nope.
Write your letters of concern to Tom Smith.
Oh my
please.
gosh.
So we're glad that Ken's on the show. This might be the last time
You're
that Ken's on our show at this point.
I've been being busy. I got to find some way to work out of this thing.
Well, Ken, thank you very much for those.
You're most welcome.
Your devotion was great, though.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go back to that.
Oh, guys,
We got to look at the positive.
I can shovel manure with the best of them.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for today, don't you all think so?
Yes, yes.
Well, we love you all, and we hope you have a great Monday afternoon. It's going to cool down a little bit this week, so enjoy today because it's
Yes,
going to be the
looks
warmest day
beautiful
this
out.
week is today. So enjoy your afternoon, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Be well.